It's
gioco non direct att de har right.
She couldn't make it. She just got in.
It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Thursday. The festival closes Sunday or Saturday. I'm not sure. So it's pretty much wound down. The first weekend was the big high energy explosion, and then each day it diminished somewhat. There's still plenty for me to do here. Plenty. It could go on it could go on indefinitely, and I wouldn't have accomplished everything that could be accomplished here. But I did accomplish quite a bit. The fruits of which will not make themselves apparent immediately for the forward-going fruits. But the planting's been done. Some of them actually are already beginning to sprout. So I consider this an investment well made. Not only that, but I had the time of my young life. It was like being invited to a party where everybody there is someone you want to meet and know. And it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It continues and it continues and it continues. And as it gets deeper, it gets better. So with that, I'll sign off for now, for the moment. I'm going to head inside for another couple of screenings and some farewell pictures and kisses and smiles and handshakes. And then it's back to the Big Apple for Big Rob. So until I hit action again, over and out. Oh, bonjour, au revoir. Okay, I'm back. So what's going to happen now is, because I have this, I'm sorry. Here, you see it now? This is the pass. This gives me access inside the Palais. The Palais is the Palais de Festival. Palais de Festival is that's the actual market. That's where all the screening rooms are, the buying and selling, the booths, all the action, all the commercial activity the official commercial activity that gets done here. Most of the people that you see here are just lined up to see screenings, which are free movie tickets of just released films, or films pre-release actually. Some released, some pre-released, some probably never be released. I would say that the majority of the people here, though, at least in the beginning, were professionals engaging in commercial activity, and I am among them, which is quite a thrill and a lot of fun, and I'm more than certain it will be very productive. I've broken out onto the world stage, and hopefully the world will have me. So let's see. Let's go inside. I would say here that security is quite tight. They actually have their own small army of plainclothes, uniformed, paramilitary, and who knows what else that you don't see, guarding every entrance, every port. Porte and sorte. I know that's probably the Italian way of pronouncing it, and we're not in Italy, but I can get in. Not only do they check the pass, but oftentimes they run it with a scanner to make sure I guess it's not a forgery, or that you haven't been excommunicated, which has not happened to me. I've learned to become a good boy, even when I've had a few beers. It's quite all right. In fact, it's a gas. See, now I'm just on the other side. I'm on the inside, which most folks can't get in. Yeah, I'm in. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I've been working a long time, very hard, to get myself into a position like this. So I'm not gloating, but as my friend Frank Ball said, it's a victory lap. It's been a victory lap, which I deserve. I've certainly earned. I've certainly worked more than hard for it, and I'm not done. I'm not done. I won't be done until I walk up that red carpet on a premiere of my own film that I'm the lead actor in. Right now I'm the lead actor in a short film which screened inside twice. I didn't even know it screened inside. I was told that it wasn't screening inside, but I was misinformed. You see, this is kind of a complicated festival. There's a lot going on, and unless you are familiar with it, which I certainly am not, now I am somewhat, but even if you were more familiar with it than I had been, you would need some help. You would need people on the inside that do this regularly to set up a schedule for you and, make sure that where you went, you were supposed to be and expected to be. I mean, I did a phenomenal job for a guy trying to figure it out on the fly, which is exactly what I have done. But it hasn't been without some bumps and some errors. The most important one, which I can't entirely blame myself for, was meeting up with the people who actually sponsored the film that I am which is the reason that I'm here. That's the Mediterranean behind me, by the way. It's La Mer. That's how they call it in French. La Mer, right? That's how they say it. Very lovely word. Anyway, I did not find those people, or the person, Danielle, until yesterday, and I've been here a week by now. Her staff, see, there's so much going on here that people really only know what they know, which is, your limited sphere of responsibilities, and outside of that, it's hard to know who's who and what's what. But eventually, through persistence and trial and error, I got to meet Danielle, and she was worth all the frustration and persistence and confusion that I had experienced to meet her, because she was lovely and she treated me the same way I was treated up in Montreal when I shot the film, which was like a big deal. Which is very nice. It's very nice to be treated like that, especially here, where you've worked so hard to be and somehow got here. Well, actually, I never really expected to be here in Cannes. I never really did. It wasn't something I thought of. I just think about the next job. I think about the next, I think about getting paid from the last job. That's what I think. Where's that goddamn check, Eric? Don't make me have to collect it from you, because that's another job. But anyway, so look, I'm going to get into this. I think I'm going to get in here. They may stop me from here. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe something special is going on now. Let's see. Can I come in here? Oh, see, I got in. Thank you very much. No problem. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I went through 2 rows of security, and the gentlemen, see, the French, they're very cool, I have to say. I felt that last time I was here when I did a tour of France in 2008, and I feel it again today. And all my life, when I thought prior to my first trip here that it was just like hype and nonsense, it's not true. It's a very, very cool place. It's just a very, very cool place. From the way they eat to the way they speak, the women are lovely. Not only are they beautiful, but they're friendly. And I don't mean friendly like in a cheap way, like playing you. That kind of friendly. I mean friendly, you know, which for a New Yorker, it's odd to see anybody friendly, let alone beautiful women of every age and every description. So these are the pavilions. These are the pavilions that each country, or many countries participating, I guess it's all of them, let me see. You know, beginning, I guess that's Germany, or the flag before that I don't recognize. But all the flags, there's China, People's Republic of, that's, I think I know that one. That one looks familiar. And of course we have my favorite, the Israeli one, which I don't, oh there it is. The Israelis don't have a pavilion here. These tent-like structures are the pavilions, where I guess the staff, see, this is what I don't really understand. There are pavilions and there are booths, and I'm not really sure which structure is designated for which type of activity. I've been to a lot of them, but as I said, this is a complicated organization and event, and unless you really know it well, you could be walking around just playing it by ear, which I've done. And as I've said, I've done a fairly good job. I would say I did an excellent job. There were some mistakes. For example, I was misinformed and told that my particular film was not going to be screened on a big screen, that it would only be available in the court métrage. That would be the short film corner screening in the little computers, which was disappointing, but I mean, as I said, there's so much going on here that you can't get to everything. You can't even get to a fraction of it. You can't get to the square root of it. So if one thing doesn't work out, then just go to the next thing, because there's always another next thing. Then I found out yesterday it did screen several times on the big screen in front of an audience, people who were there. And that would have been a great opportunity for me to be there while that was happening, so the people watching the film were all professionals. They're not, it's not the people from outside. It's all people that are in this business successfully at a level that I need to connect with. They could have looked at that film and said, my God, who is that handsome young American actor? And I would have said, it was me, y'all. It was me. Have my card and give me a job. Okay, so that didn't happen, but plenty of other stuff did happen, is happening, will happen, and that's the stuff that I'm focusing on. So with that, I think I'm going to go inside. I have to see I'm going to be screening, I'm going to be watching the screening of a film by a young Japanese lady who lives in France, and she told me that the film is going to be in French it will be in the Japanese language in French subtitles, which means I'll have no idea what it's about unless I can capture the story just from looking at the images, which is what which is what we agreed I would try to do. People have actually told me that they've seen my film twice, which is stunning. It's stunning to hear that, because once is nice. Twice, I'm like, well, look, you know, I'm working hard to make this happen. It's happening, so I'm just going to take it in stride and continue to push forward. All right, now we're going in. I don't know if they're going to let me in the camera. Now, there's another perimeter of security. They actually do a metal detector search, and the badge, and the bag. And that's the last level of security before we're done with security for the time being. Okay, so over and out. Over and out. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to give you a little tour now. As I said, the energy level has dropped from, let's say, 100 down to about 15. The event started last Wednesday, and now it's Thursday next week. So I think people have done what they've come to do and just wrapping up loose ends now. So these are the booths that I was referring to. Each, I guess it's a production company, has their own booth, and they're selling their movies. And some of these booths are for people who buy movies. And it wasn't the place that it was really designed for an actor to promote himself. Actually, the whole event is not for actors to promote themselves. It's for filmmakers and producers, et cetera, to buy and sell. But, you know, being here is a good opportunity, and I took it. There's Paul Sorvino. Hello, Paul. Paul Sorvino, the guy. You know, a few days ago, this was mob. So, and also they're represented by countries. Countries, like for instance, I don't know what country this is. Okay, it's Hong Kong, which is not quite a country. It's kind of it's a place. It's a cool place. I've been there. But they certainly have a lot of cinema there. I mean, I think that's Jackie Chan, and that's who's that famous karate expert over there? The man himself. God rest his soul, an inspiration to many, many people because of his talent and his charm and his charisma. Okay, so that's what one of these floors looks like. It looks like a pavilion with booths or stations. And as you can see, as I have been saying, they're pretty empty now. It's wound down, not fully, but almost. Now we're going to go downstairs to where my action is. Okay? This is the Israeli pavilion, the booth, where I met two big-time producers. I won't say their names, but if anyone asks. And then they said to me, eventually, after I mean, you can't really talk to these people without an appointment unless you just brazenly sit down next to them and announce yourself. But since I speak Hebrew well enough, I got their attention immediately. And then when I began to speak, I was able to keep their attention long enough for them to say to me in Hebrew, "Ma ta rotzeh," which basically, I love Israelis in Hebrew because they get right to the point. "Ma ta rotzeh," that means, what do you want? Okay, and then I gave them the answer just as succinctly. I said, "Ani rotzeh la'avod ba'aretz." I said, "I want to work in Israel." And we exchanged cards, and now I know them, and they know me, and perhaps I will get to work in Israel. So, all right, now we're going downstairs to see more stuff. Little cafe. You can sit and eat. This is downstairs. I haven't eaten anything here. I've been barely eating, period. There's another, there are like 5 or 6 floors of a couple of acres of these booths. Taiwan Cinema, Palais 1, Palais 2, Cross Media Corner. I wish I knew more of what this was about so I could give you a better explanation. But this is the floor that I hang out at, which has the court métrage, which is, as I said, the short film corner. So like all my action was there. I'm just going to give you a quick peek. There's Thailand, another one of my favorite countries. Trauma Media, it's an American spooky, crazy, funny movies like about vampires and cheerleaders, those kinds of fun gigs, which I would love to work on. I know a lot of actors turn their nose up at it. I don't get why. It's fun, it's fun. There's an American. Sort these exits. And I would have said hello to him, but I forgot his name. But he's a lawyer from New York, entertainment law. And we already exchanged cards and said hello. Okay, it's starting to pick up a little bit, the activity here. There are just so many beautiful women. Okay, so here, this is, okay, you see Cannes court métrage. So it's like an avenue. I don't know what term to give it, but in there is the action that I've been engaged in mostly, which is showing my short film to other short film producers and makers, and then asking them to see mine, exchanging cards, and developing relationships. And these are people from all over the world who have come here to do pretty much what I've done. Only my bigger advantage is that there are very few actors here. Okay? And of the actors that are here, not too many of them are from New York. So, in fact, yeah, I've met a couple, but I haven't met any big rock. This is the lady I've come to see. Hello.
Hey.
You want to say hello to New York?
Hello?
I took her by total surprise. Well, she should be ready for it because she's in the business. You want your film screening at 12:30, right?
12:30, so it's 15 minutes.
Okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry. Okay, so now we're heading into the reserved screening rooms where producers can reserve spots and then screen them for as much of an audience as they can gather. So it goes by like there's a room with three chairs, which is the one I'm going to be in because I didn't sign up fast enough to get to 12. But as I said earlier, there's so much going on here that whatever you do comes at the cost of not doing something else. So since I was always busy, it's always good. Now we're going to go in there and we're going to screen that young lady's film, who I rudely jumped on in my New York Israeli get right in your face right away fashion. And then, hello, you want to say hi to New York?
Hi, New York.
See how friendly people are? Where are you from, sir?
I'm from London.
London?
London, yeah.
Yes, I've heard of that. Just on the other side of the channel?
That's right, yes.
Cool. So what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm a writer. I've got a short film in the short film corner. So.
Great.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about it?
It's called Romantic Hideaway. It's a 4-minute thriller.
A 4-minute thriller?
Yeah. Last month it won the prize for the best short under 5 minutes at the London Independent Film Festival.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
Do you have a card? Or something to... Because I'll go see the film. I'm in a short film myself.
Okay.
I'm the lead actor in it. I'm not the filmmaker. See, he said excellent. That's the attitude that we just are here to help each other.
Absolutely.
So your name is Kulvinder?
Kulvinder Gill, yeah.
Kulvinder Gill. I've never heard that name. Is that some unique?
No, it's probably. It may not be like the equivalent of John Smith, but it's like Peter Brown. It's that for amongst the Sikh community. You know, it's
Sikh
community in India.
Are you Sikh?
I am. Well, yes. My parents are. Yeah.
Oh, so it's a Sikh name?
It's a Sikh name.
S-I-K-H.
Yeah,
which is an offshoot of Hindu or Islam?
It's not an offshoot, but yeah, it's from India. Yeah.
I have some Sikh friends in New York, but they don't want to talk about it. they tell me, Wikipedia. Hey. Oh, lift it up a little. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. See, I'm in the right place to get help for shooting my films of all the places in the world.
What's this for?
Me? Oh, I've been here about 8 days. As I said, I'm the actor in that short film, and I came here to promote that. The film's on the other side. It's called The Fantastic Bus. We shot it in
Fantastic Bus. Okay.
Yes, we shot it in Montreal last August, and then when I got the word that it was going to be screened here, I flipped out and got a plane ticket.
Absolutely, yes.
So this is my last day. I go home tomorrow, so I haven't brought my camera out yet. So today is camera day.
Okay, so this is for yourself then.
Yes, for myself and my friends, so they could get an insider's view of what it was like in here. Because nobody that I know really knows what goes on. They just know the red carpet and the premieres and the photo ops with the stars. But there's obviously, that's the tip of the iceberg. That's just the showcase. Inside is a lot of activity and action and dynamism, which I was thrilled to take part in.
Okay, that's cool. Well,
I've had enough coffee that I can just speak. All right, let me say au revoir.
Au revoir.
And go see my film.
Okay, I'll look out for it. The Fantastic Bus.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, you can see it there anytime.
Excellent.
Thank you, Colton. I'll send you an email.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, that's it. This is one of the screening rooms, and we are going to see this lovely young lady's film, the Japanese lady whose film is in French. And we're going to challenge ourselves to see if we can figure out exactly what her story is. I will now introduce some of the lovely people that I've met here in Cannes that are interns, starting with the lovely Amelie.
Hello, this is Amélie from Cannes. It was very nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
Toulouse.
That's in what country?
I say Cannes. No, my country is France and my city is Toulouse.
And have you ever been to New York?
No.
Are you going to come to New York if I invite you?
When I have the money, which is in maybe 100 years.
How about if I pay for you? How about that?
No, I don't really have
She
time.
can't be bought. She has no time. Well, thank you very much for your time and for your loveliness.
Hi, this is Nilesh Malhotra. I'm a director, actor, producer of film Hanky Panky, which is here in Short Film Corner. It's based on a Scottish humor, story of two Scottish women come to India, how they lost everything on the street. Finally, they got romance and love, and they got two kings to propose them for marriage. It's a really fun and frolic comedy, tuk-tuk race, everything is there. It's like a Bollywood music style, everything, you can see that. I really enjoy working this, and I'm very thrilled our film has been selected in this festival. This has given a great opportunity. In fact, today I just got the news from Bombay. It's the most popular paper, Times of India. My interview is there. My film about my film they have written that.
Congratulations!
That's really thrilling.
Congratulations!
Thank you. And
hello to New York.
oh, I love New York.
Yes,
I like it. In fact, I was there several times. Not recently, but long back.
Practicing for the tuk-tuk race.
I'm longing to go there very soon again, and planning to do some film there in future.
And now he knows a big actor there.
What is?
Now you know a big actor there.
Yes, very much. Robert.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Robert, I met a nice actor from New York. He's really very charming, warming, everything. I love to go there and have a good time spent with him as a what I can say, as a professional actor as well.
And for those of you who have never seen black sedans, there are certainly plenty of black sedans here. But which is, you know, comme ci comme ça. Now I think it's one of the last evenings. I just got done with my networking and partying, which was a great deal of fun.
I guess nobody.
And this is probably one of the last nights of the premieres. You know, the big red carpet deal, and everybody recognizes from the television broadcasts. You know, where you see the stars like whoever they are, Brad Pitt, and Rob Cavalier, and Patty Duke Austin, Mel Gibson. You know, people like that. Just rattling off names. So, let me see if I can zoom in on whoever that is. You know, whoever that is, guys came up to me and said that was the best film they'd seen. People told me they'd seen it twice. Which I'm startled because nobody needs to say that. No one's trying to ingratiate themselves to the actor in the short film. Actors are a dime a dozen. Not me, of course. My coin's going up. I'm 20 cents a dozen. But my coin's going up from there too. So let's see if we can see any famous people here. It's a little more crowded tonight, but this is where they arrive. That's Mr. Khan. Let's see who that is. President George Pompidou. Oh, he's not a movie star. He's a president. So, what do we have? Let me see if I can zero in and see if, let's see who that lady is in the big dress. The big blonde lady in the big red dress. Careful, hon. You don't want to trip on on that red carpet. Anyway, next time I'm back, that's where I'm going to be, okay? Why? Because I need to be that successful. Why? Because I have that much potential. Why? Because God gave it to me. Why? I don't know why. So my job is to use it. And that's what motivates me. I can stay in like those penthouse apartments. I like the older one. The older architecture, a little bit better. I'm not going to operate that crane. But I'm going to have the same great time I had this time. Only stay in a nicer hotel and have more spending money. Not that you know what, truth be told, I could have $1 million in my pocket. I probably wouldn't spend more than I've spent. All right, maybe I would stay in a nicer hotel closer to town, and I would probably, I really can't think of anything else I would do. I would eat the same, I would drink the same. You know, I'm not really a money guy. I'm just a potential, I'm a creative guy. Looking to use his creative potential to its full capacity. So whatever that would involve that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so I don't know if I'm showing you anything interesting or I'm saying anything interesting. Probably not. One more tight up with the people up there. And of course, the banner marquee. That is Paul Newman. I mean, you got to figure in France they're going to have the good taste to use Paul Newman and whoever the chick is. But I mean, they could have used, you know, modern Dave heartthrob. But they know as well as I know that ain't been nobody like that since him, since those days. Well, until I got to town. Then Big Rob the actor, the next Richard Dreyfuss, because I'm a little younger than him. You know what? I'll work for Telefilm. Damn right, man. They treated me like a friggin' movie star, and they got me here. So, you know, I don't really care what side of the American-Canadian border my checks of cash or my rolls come from. I really don't care. I'll work in Mexico. I'll work in Africa, Gabo. I'll work anywhere and everywhere that I can get some decent scripts, some decent material, and some decent pay. Is that asking so much? Yeah, I don't have to be up there. I don't have to be up there with Paul Newman. Yeah, I'm not Paul Newman. I understand that. I'm much closer to Richard Dreyfuss, and you know what would be great? Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman. Al Pacino. Al Pacino. Al Pacino. Attica. Canis. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna sign off now because I'm running out of interesting things to say. And this place has lost a lot of energy since 3 or 4 days ago. Look at this gorgeous thing. A lot of good-looking girls. You know what the truth is that I don't really care about them either. Like that one tonight, she wanted me to like buy her dinner. She wanted me to say, she was like, she's hungry. I'm hungry. What are you doing for the next half hour? Which was like my cue to say, oh, let's grab something to eat. Like I'm going to buy her a meal. I met her 15 minutes ago, and everybody all over the world buys her food and pays for her whole hotels. So I was going to get on that line because she's hot. I told her, I said, hon, I said, the women that I've been with in my life, that I've had the hottest sex with, I didn't say it that way, but she got it, have been women that if they offered themselves to me, or if somebody offered them to me, I'd pass. But because they wanted me, they got me. And I was so surprised that I had that to report. They were the best. So I look at you with your hourglass figure and your pretty face, and I look away from your flaws, and I think to myself, I ain't buying no food. You can buy me a meal. I'll buy chicks food that aren't looking for me to buy them food, because that's my pleasure. But if they're looking for me to buy them something, they got to find another sugar daddy. I'm here on my own dime. I don't know whose dime she's here on, but it ain't gonna be mine. All right, so that's it. Let me show you what else is going on, and then we're gonna sign off. I actually had a guy come up to me today and say that my film was the best one he saw. He actually came up to me and said, were you in the Fantastic Bus? When he said, were you in the, when he got to the, I thought he was going to say something else. Were you in the Miracle on 34th Street? No, that was Santa Claus. When the Fantastic Bus came out of his mouth, I was like, holy shit. Yes, I'm the lead actor in the Fantastic Bus. And then he shook my hand and said it was the best film he saw here. I skid you not. Zoom in on this. All right, so I got to decide what to do now. I got rid of her. You want me to come to that party? No, well, actually, I wanted to. She may have, she may not. I don't really care. She'll come to New York. If she wants to do my she wants to do my scene, we'll do it. But if she wants me to go to her scene, she got to pay for it. Okay? Yeah, I do got it like that. Oh, I see. That's all the big stuff. See, it livens up right before the premieres because all the fans come out to see who they can see. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen with what's her name. Well, she mentioned her boyfriend too many times. And then, I don't know, that girl started making my heart go to her. Alexis. Why? So talented and pretty. And looking at me like she loved me. I'm that easy, yeah. I'm that easy. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and scoot up again, see if there's anything else I can video that might be interesting, and then we're out of here.
Ouais, on va se croiser.